I wanted to come live really quickly to share some insight
Days sometimes pass by quickly.
I wanted to share some insight. You want to be live? You want to go on live, Juju and April? What are you doing, April? They can't see you because I'm using like I'm using a blue screen, so you can't see what's going on. So hello, wanted to come on live to share. I might have to do this later because these girls are 10. Life of a mompreneur. Well, anyways, be careful, April. Get down. Excuse me, because I don't have any. Jesus be offense. Jesus be offense. So, wanted to come on.
She always says that.
Wanted to come on and share some insight as to what is going on right now in the market. Okay? Right now, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P, New York Stock Exchange, everything is down. And right now, there are a lot, like trillions have been lost, right? And we don't know when the bounce back is going to occur. Sadly, there are some people that I speak to that have all their money tied in the market. We can't do that. And we cannot have all our money in the market because when it goes up and down, when it goes down, we're at risk of losing our life savings, and we can't leave our future to chance. And this is why you have to have a boss plan in place for your money, for your life, and you have to not keep all your eggs in one basket. Don't. So I am not licensed financial advisor, but I am a financial planner. So although I can't, why are you beating me up? Why are you beating me up on my line? Listen, look, the people are watching you guys beat me up. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get through this and share some tips while I'm getting beat up. That is not nice. What? So anyways, sorry about that. So you're not helping me. You already see this. This is why I don't go live when you guys are around and I wait. So say hello. So listen, everyone. I'm going to try to share this insight, and if not, I will put it in the description because, of course, when these kids hear me speaking, they want to speak too, and they want to be the life of the party. But what I'm trying to share is that what's going on in the market right now is affecting so many of us, and we can't leave stop, Julia. We can't leave. Mommy, get your granddaughter. Get your granddaughter. Get your. Stop. Ouch.
Julia, don't do
that. That hurts.
No.
Why?
Julia, don't do that.
Why is she choosing to beat me up when I push the live button? Because you don't get all the attention.
Julia.
So.
Juju, come on.
When it comes to stocks, the stock market, we cannot put all of our money. We have to diversify our risk. I tell people, like, when you're looking at a financial plan, that the money in the market should be your play money. Yes, if it grows, great. But as someone in my 40s that has about maybe 20 years or so, like, to retire or choose whether or not I want to work, I can't afford to leave my future up to chance. I can't have all of my savings in the market because who saw this coming? Nobody was talking about this, and we don't know when it's going to bounce back. We do not know when it's going to bounce back. So if we don't know when it's going to bounce back, we can't let this be the case where we keep all of our funds. These kids ain't going to let me be great. I'm going to see if I can go run and hide. So when it comes to the stock market, I always tell people
don't-
you want to diversify your savings, diversify your investments. You don't want to have all your money in the market. You don't want to have all your money in a savings account, because as far as a savings account, your money is not going to grow. Your money will not grow. Like, you're safely losing money by having it in savings. But there are indexed accounts. There are places where you can invest your money and you're not losing. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe, because I'm going to invite some professionals, people that do have, financial advisors that have license, that are able to assist. And what if there was a way that you could make money, get 7-10% interest off your money, but not lose it in the market? Is that something that you would be interested in? Leave a comment. Let me know if you guys can hear me, because last time I did a live, somebody drop a comment. Let me know if you can hear me. Last time I did a live, the whole live, like, I went back and I was like, I couldn't hear anything that I was saying. So drop a 1 in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me. Happy Saturday. Well, I'm gonna say it's happy Saturday, even though things are crazy right now and this market is down. So I'm gonna just tell you my perception of it. I'm on my mom's phone trying to see if I can hear, because I don't know. Okay, sound is good. So basically what I want to say is, even though I don't have an investment license, so I'm telling you what I do for myself. I'm not telling you that you have to go out here and do this. I'm not telling you create an E-Trade account today or go on Robinhood and start putting all your money. But I will say, imagine you were going to the mall and there was some shoes. There was a pair of shoes that you really wanted, and the shoes was $150. And you were like, okay, wait, I'll wait. I don't really have the $150 today. I'll wait like a week or so. You go back next week and the shoes are $75. Would you rather purchase the shoes when they're $150 or when they're $75? 50% off half sale. So I don't know if there's any shoppers. I don't know if there's any shoe lovers on here. But for me, I would rather purchase something on sale if I knew it had value. So if there are certain brands like Apple, what else is on the top? Like, I don't know about Tesla, because Tesla's kind of big in the news. But if there are certain stocks like Google, Apple, Facebook, stocks, things that I know that I use on a regular basis, when the stock market is down and everybody else is like in a frenzy, I ask myself, what money do I not need right in this very moment? Because let's just say you were going to go to the mall and there was $100 that you were going to spend at the mall. What if you took that $100 and put $33 towards three stocks that you were looking at purchasing? You have to build your investment tolerance, build your investment confidence. Because I remember 10-15 years ago, I'm 41 now, 10-15 years ago when I started investing with $50 a month, or 40. It was like $40 or $50. I would say 40, because I used to take myself out to eat at Applebee's every single Friday night for like a year. And when people kept saying, investment stocks, buy low, sell high, do dollar cost averaging, whether the stock is up or down, just keep being consistent, and that's how you win the long game if you're not wanting to deal with daily trading or taking on that risk. And that's exactly what I started doing. I started investing no matter if the stock was up or down, no matter what was going on. I was investing like $40 a month. And I did that for years. I did that for like maybe 2 or 3 years. And then one day I get a phone call from E-Trade. And E-Trade was like, hi, is this Joyce, Paul? And they're like, I was like, yeah. So I thought it was a scam. But then they're like, listen, you have not logged into your account in like 2 years. And by law, if you don't log in, I guess for over 2 years, they will like close out your account and send you back your money. Because as a prudent investor, you're supposed to be checking on your assets every so often. And I wasn't doing that. I was not checking on my investments all the time. Like I literally did it where it was money that I was like, okay, I was throwing this money away by, I was throwing this money away by feeding myself every single week. So instead of going out every single Friday, I started saying, okay, let me go out 3 Fridays a week and let me put some money towards my future self. And what did that allow me to do? That allowed me to grow my money. Okay, because baby, when them people called me and told me if I don't log into my account, they were going to send me back my money, I logged into the account that same day. And when I logged in, like my money had doubled. And I was like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that I put in like $500 and now it's at $1,000? That all I had to do was just log in and put the money. And to some, it may not be a lot because yes, there are certain people that are day trading. There are certain people that are investing large amounts of money. But to me, doing that was evidence, was proof that it worked. So then I started saying, okay, let's go to $70 a month. Then I started saying $100. Then I started saying $150. And then I started learning there was other places that I could invest my money. So I stopped investing like on a consistent basis into the stock market because I wanted to have other avenues of like guaranteed investments. But that was just to show that there are places that we can put our money where our money can grow, and we got to make our money moves make sense. So just to recap, this stock market, everything being down, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500, the New York Stock Exchange, this is an opportunity. This is a loss for some if all of their money is tied to the market, but this is an advantage to those who want to prepare for the future, who have that disposable income, who has that extra money that says, you know what? Instead of me just working for money, I want my money to be out there working for me, and I want to invest in my future. This is an opportunity. This is causing overwhelm for some, and for some, this is an opportunity to grow for the future if you have the right people on your team. So if you are someone who's saying, you know what, all of that stuff is very confusing to me. I don't know what I don't know what y'all talking about when y'all talk about the stocks, and all of that just overwhelms me. Drop a one, or if you're watching the replay, drop a comment. I will respond. We could set up a call. I'm going to introduce you to my team. I'm going to introduce you to my team that has allowed, I know I have put the cover page. Let's see if I can change, because I have more than one account. So during the pandemic, I was able to, so I could change it to this one. So during the pandemic, I was able, I did this one. This is different. So basically, during the pandemic, so I use E-Trade to invest, but during the pandemic, everybody was talking about Robinhood. It was a thing. So I started using Robinhood to invest. But honestly, I don't think Robinhood shows the right, like the stock price is not the same. And I have to dig a little bit too much to find the information that I need. But I love E-Trade because I'm able to see like what I bought the stock for without digging into the account or the platform. I'm able to see what I bought the stock for, what the current price is, how much my money grew. Okay. it makes it make sense. And the watch list, everything is better. I can set alerts. I set alerts now where I'm like, you know what? There's a stock that I've been eyeing. There's something that I want to purchase. But just like when you talk about things being on sale, I'm able to say, you know what? I will purchase this stock when it's at $100. And the stock might be at 130, 140. I did that for one of the, what is it called? A real estate. There's certain projects where they build hospitals, they create like medical centers, and basically they raise money through stocks, and they're able to use that money to build, and then they pay back dividends and pay back investors based on how, like, once they either buy out, somebody buys them out. But I was able to do that. So this is basically showing, right now it's just showing a screenshot of my Robinhood, but I definitely use E-Trade, and I can't show y'all that because that's where all the money is. But I would definitely say that all the money that I've invested, even if the market goes up, down, my money has still doubled. So right now would not be the time that I will be trying to take money out the market. And I use that as my future funds. So I don't look at money that's in real into investments as a short-term strategy. That is not money that I'm going to be using anytime soon. But this is money that if I exhausted my savings, if I exhausted my cash value life insurance, if I invested my online money market accounts, all of those accounts, then I would have to deplete or take away from my stocks. So my primary things that I use is Robinhood and E-Trade. But if you don't know if you're a beginning investor and you don't know what you're doing and you don't want to get caught up in all of that, trying to figure it out on your own, if you leave a comment or send an email to info@myholisticsuccess.com, I will tie you in with my team of financial professionals that will be able to help you to get to your next level. Because we got to be making money on our sleep. We got to be making money in our sleep, and we can't just be going to work for money and money is not working for us, because that is not going to help us in the future. Because inevitably, like, there's going to be a season in our lives when we do not want to have to work anymore. And the only way we're going to make that happen is if we save and invest our money. We cannot just be working for money. Money has to work for us. So I want you to write this in the chat or say this out loud to yourself. I work for money. Money works for me. Money works for me while I sleep. While I sleep, my money is out there working for me and growing. Declare those affirmations. Keep your plan in place. And if you have money in the market right now, don't panic. I said it earlier, I'll repeat it again. What can you purchase at a discount right now? And if you don't know what you're doing, connect with someone or send an email, info@myholisticsuccess.com. I will drop it in the comments once I put the replay up. Look, you got to make our money moves make sense. That's all I'm saying. And the girls are back there probably like beating up my mom. So I'm gonna go on. I just want to come on for like 10 minutes and I've been on for 18 minutes. So I'm gonna go finish. I guess I'm not taking a nap. Like, I guess a nap is unheard of unless I go to my car. So I'm going to, what am I gonna do today? I'm like obsessed now with working on fixing up you see how my face just lit up? I'm obsessed right now with fixing up like my iPad. I've been using my iPad as a productivity, like accountability partner. So I set up the home screen with my priority pyramid, what I want to do for the day, writing down my goals, being intentional, using like the timers and reminders to stay on track and stay focused for the things that I want to do. I have a networking mixer coming up next weekend that I have to prepare for. It's going to be business essentials. It's going to be a networking meetup for small business owners in South Florida. So if you're in South Florida and you are looking to connect with other like-minded individuals, you got to get on the email list. You got to join the email family so that I can keep you informed on what's going on. And what else am I working on? I have my licensing launch next week. So I have to send out some more invites for that. So it's gonna be a boss busy type of day. Hopefully these girls take a nap so mommy could get some work done. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. And even if you don't subscribe, thank you for tuning in. Okay, letting YouTube know that this is valuable information. And stay tuned. Tomorrow we are going to be doing a prayer and planning hour. It might have to be late because I have to go to church. I have to have like a meeting at 5 and another meeting at 8. Maybe I'll do the prayer and planning at 7. If I don't do prayer and planning at 7, it'll probably have to be at 9 o'clock at night. But I will drop that in the comments or like the community board. I'll put up a post and share. If you are a mompreneur or anybody, a mom that wants a prayer and planning, wants to be able to reset on a Sunday, plan out the week, share what your struggles are, share what your goals are, and you want to connect with others so you can get ahead, like get in the room, let's connect. So if you're just joining in, we talked about not panicking in the stock market, even though all of this stuff is going on. This is basically things being on sale, that if you do have your money in the market, it's time to, one, make sure you diversify and you don't have all of your money in the market. And also, two, if you are not an investor, this is a good time to start purchasing, but you make it make sense. Use a small amount, create your dollar stocks, purchasing, like build your confidence in the market and investing by starting with a small amount, even if it's like $10 a month. Start somewhere. Start where you are, do what you can, but work on your master plan. Remember, as always, be grateful for what you have, go after what you want, and until next time, ta-ta!